minimalism, fashion, hype, and black culture.
This is the Essential.
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 The Essential Podcast with Hype LB.
We're back with another podcast, the Essential Podcast with Hype LB. Welcome back, Angel.
Thank you.
Man.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. It's been too long.
I know it's been, ever since that family emergency, got that taken care of, but we're back. 2025.
Glad you're alright, bro.
Thank you.
Man, so there's been so much stuff going on.
Yes.
That's the last time.
Yes, there
It's
has.
been a crazy 3 months.
Yes. Damn, 3 months flew that fast. That's crazy.
Man, this whole year is just flying by.
It is. Flying by so fast. Can't keep up, but next time we'll probably be on the show will be 2026.
God. Hopefully there's not any more plane crashes by then.
I know, you seen that?
Man, that's been crazy.
Man, I was kind of scared. That's because I was about to book a trip to Colorado. But I was like, man, I don't know. I was like, I'd rather drive at this point.
Yeah. I don't care. I'll take a week.
I know, to take the week off. But yeah, I'm trying to plan a little vacation.
Oh, yeah, where to?
I wanted to go to Colorado at first, but now I wanted to go because of snow, but now it's kind of warming up, so I was like, I might wait, but either it's gonna be Florida or California somewhere. But I don't know if I'm gonna go that far if I'm driving too. So
I don't know. I mean, the drive to California, you know, might be like a scenic route.
yeah, that's very true. You ever drove to California?
I've never been to California. I want to go. You know, fiance, we're talking about going this year.
How was that?
What's that?
Planning for a wedding.
Oh, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, credit to like my fiance. She's been doing a lot. Like she has a clear vision of how she wants things, and so you know, I help her whenever I can.
So it's not really your wedding; it's her wedding.
It's both of ours.
Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, it's usually how most weddings are. But yeah, you been?
I've been good. Been good. Just figuring life out one day at a time.
Yeah. So past 3 months, what you been up to? Anything changed? Or?
Other than trying to avoid planes.
Yeah. How you like coming back to Florida?
Oh, it's nice.
Nice. I don't know if I can say I could miss you, but you know.
Oh, come on. Y'all know y'all miss me over there.
Nah, ever since got that new promotion and stuff, it's a different role, but you know, more laid back, I guess you can say.
That's what's up. Yeah, I know it's been pretty chill lately.
Yeah, lately it's been chill. Like I said, been past 3 months. It's been fast, but it's been good. 2025, starting out the year, I wouldn't say too bad, honestly. It's pretty good. Business is picking up. I was slow. Now business is picking up. But everything so far has been good.
That's good. I mean, I would say more specifically, I mean, it's been good so far for me. As for the world, I can't say for the world.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm liking what Trump's doing to a certain extent. The deportation part of it, like I'm not a fan of that. But the business side of it, I feel like he is a really good businessman. But that's just me, personal opinions. You know, everybody has their own.
True. I mean, on that, I don't know. I kind of like agree to disagree, only because some of the things I feel like he's done has been like somewhat reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Though you know, not everything he does has been like terrible. It's just some of the things he does, like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I can see that. Some things have been like, that's a little too overboard, but.
But yeah, I definitely agree with the whole deportation thing. Like, it's sad, you know, thinking about like how many people are losing family members. Some of these people are like the breadwinners in the household.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people put roofs over, you know, the other family members' heads. And I'm just thinking about that, you know, like what is going to happen with these kids? What are they going to do with the kids?
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that is, you know, what kind of bothers me about it a little bit.
And it also blew my mind how many actual immigrants we have around us. And not in the sense of a bad way. You know, a lot of my customers are immigrants, and they're the most friendliest people out there and most generous people out there. And I would have never thought, you know, they want the American dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just blew my mind. I was like, what? Like when I hear stuff, I said, damn, like it just blew my mind because I would have never thought. They have nice houses, nice cars. Like they did it the right way. You know what I mean? Not the right way in the sense of coming over, but they don't do any crime.
I
You know what I mean? But it blew my mind. Some of these people that I've been hearing about really like blew my mind.
I've met a lot of foreign people, and I would say there's like a lot of things that you can take from them, like culturally,
Yes.
that you do. You don't have to necessarily like keep the same practices or believe in the same things that they do, but you know, a lot of them bring like different things to the table that sometimes we just don't, you know, understand as like Americans. Some people have different ways of doing things, you know. So
But yeah,
I know a lot of people are upset about the whole DEI ordeal,
what is that?
the diversity and inclusion.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, so a lot of these companies, they have it's called a DEI. So what it basically is, it's like a program that focuses on like having like a more diverse like staff, having more diverse workers, having more diversity in like work culture.
Oh.
And a lot of people have been pulling back on it, and a lot of people feel like targeted. There was a statistic, and I can't remember. I think it was around 50%, either 40 or 50% of employers are likely to pick someone of the same ethnicity or color over other candidates.
Wow. Even though they have more qualifications?
Yeah, even if they have more qualifications.
Wow.
And it's like, for me, the way I look at it, it's like taking away DEI isn't like taking a step towards solving like racial issues. I feel like it's putting it back in place in a sense.
It's very good.
Some of the best places that I've worked at were some of the most diverse, you know.
Yes.
And there's been like a lot of boycotts going on like lately.
It's my first time hearing about it.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
And I know Target in specific was one of the stores being boycotted, more specifically by the African American community.
Oh, they didn't hire blacks?
No, they they hire blacks.
But they don't hire as much.
Well, it's not that. They just kind of saw like the whole DEI removal as kind of like a punch in the face.
Oh.
But the thing is, like when you look at it, before all of this, Target was more looked at as one of the companies to, you know, include black products a lot. My whole thing with that, I would say, instead of, you know, boycotting, you know, Target, as far, like, more specifically to, like, the black community, if you feel that way, buy black products. Because if you boycott the whole store in general, you're also boycotting, like, the people who have these black-owned products in the store. So, you mean, you're not really helping them by not buying the stuff unless you buy directly from the source. I understand that. But, I mean, that's hurting them as well. And it's not like these people can just pull out of, you know, whatever contract they're in or whatever. Like, these people are stuck in something. You know, some of these people probably have to pay millions of dollars to pull their products off the shelf.
Yep.
And then, you know, where else are you going to go? So it's just been, like, a lot of craziness with that as well.
Also, those that Trump raised the tariffs, that they were pulling a lot of stuff off the shelf. So y'all saw that. One news I really get is from TikTok. You know what I mean? I don't sit there and watch the news. If it could pops up on my For You, then I'll sit there and watch it. But I remember seeing that.
TikTok is like a DIY dictionary / in-person news /
It's a lot of helpful information. Some of it is, some of it isn't.
I see why they try to take it away.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, they know too much.
Yeah, because people, they will put it out there. Social media is a very, very powerful. It can make or break you, and like instantly. You could say one word, that's it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
The next day, you're out. But it can make you. You can be from a small town person to Rich and Famous the next day. Like, yeah, like what did they call them? Overnight celebrities.
Overnight, yeah.
Overnight celebrities, like that Hot 2 girl.
Oh, God, that was ridiculous.
Her, there's a couple. There was this guy riding a scooter holding a cranberry juice.
Oh,
You remember
I know
that?
what you're talking about. It was a guy. He was riding this. I think a skateboard.
Oh, was it a skateboard?
Yeah, I think with Arizona T.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. You just got famous, bro.
Mm-hmm. Or when Twisted Tea, remember that video when that guy hit him over the head with the Twisted Tea? Twisted Tea just went up. Like, it's crazy how powerful social media is.
They're like, these Twisted Teas are that hard?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were saying. But yeah.
Yeah, the guy at Whataburger, I think it was Whataburger, is like, I'm not fresh. Dude probably has like a clothing line or whatever now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy how powerful social media is. Today's world.
What blows my mind is that you have people who work so hard for certain things,
Yes.
and you have people who just happen to be at the right place at the right time, just saying whatever, and next thing you know, they're making remixes and
Yeah.
just going crazy with it.
Making millions of dollars just like that.
You know, the Hawk Tuah girl has like brand deals now.
Really?
She has her own podcast
Yeah,
too.
she has her own podcast too. And one of my favorite podcasters too is I forgot her name. I want to say it was like Bobby. You ever seen her? Well, she's just so
Oh,
nonchalant
yeah.
about everything.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
it's
I've
like-
been watching her lately.
she's so
She was
nonchalant.
like,
It's hilarious.
like,
Oh,
that's not funny. And be so serious. That shit blows my mind too. Like, I could not keep a straight
you
face.
seen the one with a funny Marco?
No, I haven't. Oh, when they went on the date. Yeah. Did you hear about that trend coming back? It's gonna be a beard with no mustache.
What?
Yeah. This guy has it. It's coming back. It's just a full beard with no mustache.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I love my beard. That's one thing about me. I love my beard. I feel like that makes you more man. You know. Yes and no. I feel like people take you more serious, I guess you can say.
I'll tell you what, it stops me from getting ID'd at the store.
Yeah, it does. Yes. I know. I think one of my other not friend, but he couldn't grow a beard for the longest to save his life. He could not grow a beard. He would try, and it'd be like a patch and a patch. He spent so much money on like beard growth stuff, it didn't help him. And he's Hispanic too. He works at UPS, and he just could not grow a beard. I don't know if it's because he didn't have enough testosterone in him, or how. Because I think he said he wanted to come out transgender. So I don't know. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they try like using conditioner on it? I don't know. They have like beard.
They have a little roller. It had little spikes on it. You seen that?
Nah,
It's like a little roller. You roll it on your face, and it has little spikes. And what you're supposed to do is stick a needle, basically, the little spike inside your hair, and it's supposed to pull out your follicle. It's crazy. But yeah, he bought all that, and it still didn't work.
I wonder if they do like you know how they do those hair transplants when they do beard
Yeah.
transplants.
And that's another thing. Like, I don't know if like he just wasn't blessed. I feel bad for the dude because his hairline was receding, and he's only like 35.
All right, bro. We're not gonna get on here and roast somebody's hairline, dog.
His hairline was going back. I was like, bruh. I said, here, I gave him a hat for Christmas.
It's a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, assholes.
I know, he's gonna watch this. Shout out my boy Jose for watching this. But no.
Oh man.
But no, he's a great guy. Even though he has a receding hairline and no beard. Great guy.
Poor Jose.
But yeah, back to beard. Like, it just, I feel like it makes you stand out. Opinion. The age, it does play a big factor in the age. Like, makes you more how do you say it? Look older. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I don't know why. It's just hard for some people to, grow beards. What it is. Yeah. So how you feel about the Super Bowl this year?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm upset, but I wasn't shocked. I was really like, what? Like all year the Kansas City Chiefs had it locked. But
I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for the Eagles.
really?
I mean, I thought it was gonna be close. I thought even Philadelphia was gonna be down.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't expecting that, bro.
Yeah, I was not expecting that either.
Right. I mean, I was going out there thinking it was about to be like end of the game, like to the end match,
Yeah.
bro. Philadelphia put belt to ass.
Yeah, they did. And that was like, wow. I don't know about you but I bought squares. I hit on one square, but that's about it.
Oh god, me and my fiance got the worst numbers.
Did you? What did you get?
It was like some bullshit, like 2 and 2 or something.
Oh yeah, you added there. Sorry. I can't remember what numbers I hit on. I had a couple of them, but yeah, that's the only thing that I really kind of got out of it.
At least you hit on something.
Yeah,
At least you won something, bro.
yeah.
Bro, I know you're a Drake fan. I'm sorry.
What about the? What
Oh,
about the Super Bowl? How'd you feel about that? I was reading after it happened. I like Kendrick Lamar. I feel like he's a really good artist.
He is.
And the reason why I say that is because he put a lot of thought and like a lot of clues, like because a lot of people were saying it's one of the worst halftime. But if you paid attention to what he was saying and doing, I think that's one of the best halftime shows ever.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he definitely, did the halftime show to make a statement.
Mm-hmm. He did make a statement.
Yeah, he did make it.
And it wasn't just to Drake; it was to everybody, to
all of America.
all of America, and that's how he had it set up. He had Uncle Sam there. I don't know. I didn't know if
Samuel
you.
L. Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know if you kind of like read into it, but I did, and I was like, what? Like he had the X, square, triangle, and circle, and that was supposed to represent. I don't know if you saw Squid Games.
Yeah.
Okay, that was supposed to represent Squid Games of the rich killing the poor. That was interpreted to that.
Mm.
There was another one. It was a saying. It said, he had said it. He said, "This is bigger than the music." No, he said,
He said.
"What did he? Something about a mule."
He said.
It was a mule statement. Okay.
He said it's a cultural divide. I'm gonna give him flow. 40 acres and the mule. This is bigger than the music.
Okay. I don't know if you know a little bit about history, but that statement was the government promised the blacks after the war or something like that. I can't remember. Don't quote me. But they were supposed to give them a certain amount of land, and they didn't. They went back on the word. So that's when he said that this is bigger than the music. Like it's really about black people.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the flow.
You really about to do it?
40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than the music.
It was crazy. I think, like I said, if you read between the lines, like even he had on the stage the flag, okay, all the colors. And if you notice, he was the only star in the middle, and that was supposed to represent something. Everything had a representation to it, and that's what I really like.
Yeah, I know, like he had like all of his dancers were black,
Mm-hmm.
and for that reason, I read into it also that he did that to kind of represent like the African Americans making up the flag. Like blacks had a big role in building like this country.
Yes.
And but Drake took an L.
Yeah, he did. He did. That was hard to swallow. But even his chain, I don't know if you saw that. It had a little A. It's supposed to be represent A minor.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, what? At first when I'm watching it, I was like, that's a nice chain, but why is there an A? Like, I didn't even catch it at first.
Let's see if I can look up that image. That's crazy.
Yeah. What else was out there? The Crip Walk, because Selena Williams. I can't, like I said, I researched it, but I want to say she got booed or something happened when she won. She won an award and she started the Crip Walk, and they did something to her.
Oh, it was at the. Was it at Wimbledon? Something like that. Oh, it was a tennis match.
Was it a tennis match? Well, yeah, she plays tennis, but he had her do it on stage, you know, just to kind of represent, like, you know, I don't know. There was a lot of clues.
This dude had his ex Crip walking at the
Yes.
Super Bowl to a diss
That
track.
was crazy.
Like, I don't know what it is with this dude. I don't know if he just sat in the room for like 72 hours focused on nothing but just
Crying.
bro. Dude was just locked in.
He locked in.
The set, like, you probably didn't hear from this dude for like a week. He just like, I'm trying to think of every way I can just make this
Every way.
as diabolical as I can.
And then he had the whole stadium say, what is it? No, it wasn't a minor. What did he say? The whole stadium said it at one time. It's either pedo. Oh, pedo. Yeah, it was pedo. I can't remember what. The whole stadium. That's embarrassing. Like, that's straight up embarrassing. For Drake, like, just kill yourself, bro. Like, I just want, like, shout out to Drake, but yeah, that was rough.
That was rough.
That was rough.
Right. But this is like one of the hardest pictures.
Yeah, because he's supposed to represent the only star in the middle. And I seen his was he wearing a hat, right?
He was wearing a hat. I'm not sure what it said on it.
No, it had little angel wings, and that's I heard that was expensive. They were saying his jewelry was expensive. Those jeans, everybody wanted those jeans. I don't know for what.
It's a bell bottom.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know, how people like influence fashion when
Yes.
you put them on like a big scale like that.
Mhm.
It's like people walk by, you know, this in the store like every day, like who's out here wearing bell bottoms? And they see Kendrick Lamar on TV the next day. Yo, I need those
Everybody-
bell bottoms.
Yeah. But yeah, he had I heard their budget is only like 12 million for the Super Bowl.
Really?
Or 20, I can't remember. Anyways, he went over budget because he had to pay all the dancers,
Right.
and so Kendrick started paying out of his own pocket the rest of the money.
You know, the crazy thing is they don't get paid for this.
Yeah, they don't.
This
And-
dude went out there, made a statement, and didn't get paid.
Yeah, I remember that they said they didn't get paid.
I'm just trying to imagine this dude just sitting there, like, was he? I'm just trying to imagine. Was he watching this? Like, was he watching the Super Bowl? did you see that? Did you see when they had the camera on him? Dude just stops in the middle of the stage, grins, looks dead at the camera. It's like certified pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And then
Kendrick.
then to turn your TV off.
Yeah, turn the TV off. Did you see in the back it said "Game Over"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I want to research it more, but yeah, I remember seeing there was a lot of clues into it.
And like the thing with him, I feel like J. Cole knew when to pick his battles. Dude was like saw the whole thing going, was like, nah, I'm not getting this.
Drake
Right.
is like, fuck it, why not?
It's like the thing with like rappers. It's like you can argue about who's the greatest rapper of all time.
What do you think is?
Like Biggie was a lyricist. His lyrics were raw. J. Cole's lyrics are raw. He's a lyricist and a storyteller. Drake is more of a writer, somewhat of a storyteller. Kendrick Lamar is like a storyteller, a writer, like I would say an illustrator and like a poet.
Mhm.
Right? You don't mess with nobody like that.
Yeah.
Dude won a Pulitzer.
And Lil Wayne is too. Yeah.
Lil Wayne, yeah.
He actually graduated from Harvard, I believe, somewhere big like that. For his lyrics.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it was a good Super Bowl performance. Like I said, just gotta read between the lines.
Yeah, it's like artists like that. It's like you can't really like them unless you like understand.
Understand. Yeah. And he said that in the beginning too. He said that most of you are not gonna understand this.
I saw this video where this lady, like, they're joking about it. Hale was like, honey, come to the living room. Come fix the TV. I'll watch the Super Bowl until the goddamn BET Awards.
That's crazy. I see one that said turn TV off and he turned the TV. He said, can you tell me? Yeah, there was a lot of memes behind it. Like I said, that goes back to social media, like how powerful it is. You know, everybody saw it. Everybody knows that Drake's a pedophile. Like, there's no going back from that.
There's no going back. At this point, don't even send another diss track back.
Yeah,
it's over. Just move on, dog.
And for him to win 5 Grammys off of one diss track is crazy too. That was like, I was like, wow. We didn't get enough of Taylor Swift, I guess, that day because they were losing.
Yeah.
That was crazy too. There's a lot of celebrities. I see. Kevin Hart's always there. He's
always. Oh yeah, you know he's gonna be there. You know he's a big.
He's
Eagles
a big
fan.
Eagles fan. There's a couple people. Donald Trump was there.
Yeah, that was crazy. The
Yeah.
president's there. The fact that he did that too when the president was there.
Yeah, and also, like I said, Trump, like he's everywhere. It's crazy.
Everywhere.
He did the Indianapolis 500. He did the laps. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he went to the NASCAR and he did the laps in the Beast. That was pretty cool. They wanted him to go up on that side. I don't think the Beast could do that one. And flip.
Here's something within sneakers, right? How do you feel about some of the new releases that have come out?
See, I don't feel like it's new releases. They're old releases just redropping. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know what sneakers. I'm talking about Jordans.
Jordans. Oh, well, some of the Jordans, I mean, some of the colorways are just like a little bit different. I feel like they're kind of overdoing it a little bit with like the Reimagine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could try to experiment a little more with the colorways.
Like, there's no new shoe design itself. It's just different colorways.
Right.
Like the Flu Game 12s is dropped. What do you call it? It's the same thing, but they just redropped. You know what I mean?
I feel like I've seen those like a million times.
Mm-hmm.
The same, like,
I mean, they're a nice shoe. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice shoe.
they're nice, but man, I'm getting tired of the 11s too.
Yeah. That's my favorite, but there's a lot. My all-time favorite 11 is probably the Concords.
Concords. Yeah. I mean, the Concords are nice. The
You?
Space Jams are kind of just.
Yes.
I mean, the ones have always been my favorite silhouette.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine is 4s, 11s, and 13s. I think my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, there's still people that be sleeping on the 5s too.
Yeah, 5s. I had great 5s. Those were one of, like, when I first started getting into sneakers. So my first pair was great 5s. I actually traded them, believe it or not, for the Bread 4s. I wanted the Bread 4s, and I feel like I got a bad trade because I like to keep my shoes pretty much dead stock. You know, I try to at least. But the Bread 4s were nice, but you could tell they're worn. But I wanted the Bread 4s so bad, I just traded it. And I remember standing in line and everything.
I know this year I'm kind of like sad about it because there were rumors that these were supposed to re-release.
What is that?
This is the Off-White Jordan 1. This version actually came out in Europe. I think it was like a Europe exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago and the UNC colorways came out in America, but these got late coming to America. They were supposed to re-release them and put them out, but they haven't yet. I was about to camp out for these.
Really?
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I used to camp out for all my shoes because mine is a common size. I'm a 10. So everybody, you know, the first 30 people are getting 10s. It's just a common size. So I had no choice but to
It's dangerous now camping out for shit.
yes, it is. Anywhere you go, really. You don't even got to camp out outside. Anywhere you go, people are just crazy, man.
They are. I mean, it has to come to a certain point where you have to realize, bro, it's not
not
worth it.
It's not. And so many people are so quick to pull that trigger before anything. You know, it's crazy. The world it's dangerous. Even in school, man, like it's still going on. But like I don't know about anywhere else, but Texas has a mandate for every public school to have an armed security guard. So what they do is they just walk around the schools, make sure all the doors are locked, make sure, you know.
It's crazy, you know, that it got to that point.
It got to that point.
Like, I remember when I was in high school, they had started doing, like, metal detectors.
Really?
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I'm not going to disclose that. Just know that, yeah.
It was a really bad school.
I mean, it wasn't a bad school. It just got bad at one point.
Yeah. My school. I mean, we had an officer there, but he would just stay in the office all day. You know what I mean? But now the security that's only in high school. But these the new Texas, I think it's a law that you have to have armed security guards in every school. So it's crazy, like you said, it got to that point.
I feel like if the country came to its own demise, it would definitely be because of like us, amongst ourselves. Either that, or like the world just comes to an end, like through war.
Yeah. You think we need a purge? I would be too scared to go out there. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like the purge is already real. I feel like people have just found ways to do it legally,
Yes.
and I feel like it's the people who are in authority who get away with like
True.
a lot of things.
That's very true. Like today, so I saw on TikTok this guy. It was the first time in 15 years that they said he chose. I didn't even know you had a choice of choosing your death penalty.
Yeah, I saw that too. He chose like a execution by gunfire. Like,
Yeah,
that's
by
crazy.
gunfire. And I was like, you get a choice? I was so confused.
I mean, I guess if I
I
guess
mean,
that's the
guess
last
if-
thing you do. Like,
Yeah, you choose. He chose to be shot, and they said the only places that they covered was his head and his heart. That's the only places, and I guess I think they said that they had 15 chosen officials to shoot at him, or something like that.
the fact that you choose people to shoot at somebody is crazy. It's like
But that goes back to, is that abuse of power? Or is that part of the job? Like, on the job description, when you apply, does it say you're going to shoot at somebody?
I mean, that's a tough argument because
Yeah.
on one end you can say it's kind of gruesome to give someone like lethal injection, but it's even worse, I guess, if you shoot somebody. It's more messy to do do it that way. I mean, but at the same time, it's like this is a person who voluntarily asked to be
Yeah.
put out that way.
And then it's like you want to have a heart and be like, man, he shouldn't go out like that. But what did he do to put himself in that situation?
That is true. Like,
You
what
know
did
what I
you do
mean?
to put yourself in that predicament?
I seen that he beat his girlfriend's parents to death with, I want to say, a baseball
Yeah,
bat.
that's baseball bat.
Yeah. So it's like you want to have a heart, but at the same time, like you're kind of stuck in between. You know, because like at the end of the day, that was somebody's mom and dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would want the same if that got done to my mom and dad. But it's hard. You know, that's a hard touchy subject. But
Bro, do you put out like that though? That's crazy.
I know. When you choose like that too, that's crazy also.
You just said
Because I thought maybe I don't know. I thought the last choice you get is what you want to eat. Like I know that.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know you could be like, nah, I don't want lethal injection shot. Just shoot me, bro.
Yeah, just shoot me like what? I don't know. That was crazy.
Makes you wonder. It's like, has this always been like an option? It was just there and nobody ever just chose it. But this guy was just completely off his rocker. Just like, just do it, bro.
It's like fucking yellow. But, and it's crazy also how it takes so long for it to go through. Like they said he did this in 2005, I want to say. So now we're 20 years later, like, dang.
I think the anticipation of knowing you're about to be executed is
Yes.
worse than just completely executed. And I feel like maybe that's partially the reason why they wait so long. Or it could be, you know, like these are people's lives also. You know, even though this person has been found guilty of committing this crime, you know, sometimes it is worth looking into it because even though this person has been like accused of doing something, it's worth looking into because that's still that person's life as well. So I can see why it takes a long time. So maybe sometimes it is good that it takes that long to do that because that person has to sit there and live with what they dealt with. But it also gives them time to, you know, in the spiritual level, ask for forgiveness for what they've done. It gives them time to think about what they've done. So I kind of get why it takes that long.
Yeah.
But man, that dude went out like mafia style. That's crazy.
And well, they said 15 years, so I guess it's been in play. 15 years ago, what was that? 2015? No, yeah, 2010. That was the last time, I guess, that somebody went out like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
What were you at in 2010? Yeah, I don't know.
Starting high school on crutches.
I can't even remember what I was doing in 2010. That's crazy. And it's crazy how 2010 seems like last year, but it's really 15 years ago. It's like, dang.
Everything goes by so fast.
It does. Now we got Teslas driving themselves. I really thought like we'll have floating cars by now. But
I mean, we can only hope, right?
I mean, I drive fast so I can make my car float. But no, I need to stop.
I guess depending on how you go about it, right?
Yeah. Jumping over train tracks. That was crazy. It felt like some Fast and Furious.
I've done that before, unintentional.
Come on now, be real. You're like, let's see what this thing can do. What's the fastest you ever been?
Fastest.
If you say under 100, like I'm walking on a podcast.
Probably like maybe 101, 102.
That's it.
What do you mean that's it?
That's how I drive going to work.
You know, I've seen you drive to work. I believe it.
Yeah. Fastest I've been is like 157.
Why are you going one? Is that the story you're telling me about? When you went to Vegas? Or
That was
different.
That was part of it. Yeah, I wasn't going that fast in the Beamer, but it was my sister's. It was in my friend's. It was really my sister's Charger. I don't want her to see this. She got a brand new 2014 Charger. And at the time she lived way in kind of the middle of nowhere. So you had to, like, if you wanted to come in town to get something or a store, you had to get on the highway and go to town about 15 minutes. I was in town in 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
I was flying. I said, let me see what this thing can do. And it had like sport mode and everything. Yeah, it was fast. It was pretty fun.
You're trying to teleport.
Yeah, for real. It's fun.
And what was this? Scat Pack?
No, it was a 392. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking something else, but yeah, it was 392.
But if money wasn't an option, what would be like the top 3 cars you would get?
Ooh, I don't know. My favorite recently so far is I want a TRX. I love trucks. And I feel like that'd be a perfect fit. The TRXs are nice.
They are nice.
And everybody says like Ferraris and stuff. I mean, I would love to have one, but I don't know if I can have one in the sense of like I know I'm dumb and I can do dumb stuff and probably kill myself. But so I don't know what my other two cars would be. I don't know, but I want something fast. But I really don't. I don't know what it would be.
I feel like for me, I'll probably get like a decked out Toyota Tacoma.
Really.
Yeah.
Really?
Not
That's a
real, bro.
Toyota Tacoma, really. Out of all things.
Bro, they're nice trucks. They're really nice.
I
I would
know,
get
but-
like fully decked out, like blacked out. Nice rims.
So
on there.
money was not an option. That's all you would get.
I don't know. Like I'm not like big on like cars that are like extremely flashy. I think the flashiest car that I would say I would definitely get if money wasn't a problem would be a 1980 Lamborghini Countach.
Oh, that's a good choice. Good choice.
It's classic.
Classic, yeah. I've been watching the show on Netflix. That's what they do. Build classic cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they go to Mexico and get them. It's called Tex-Mex. You ever seen it? Tex-Mex. They have a shop in El Paso, and they just jump across the border, go pick up cars for cheap, but older cars, you know, classics like that, and then bring them back and restore them and sell them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My third car. Oh man, you probably gonna get on me about this one. Honda Civic Type R.
Bruh, really? You can go down the street and get one.
Bro, no, like not the newer ones, not the newer ones. Like the newer ones, they look too hatchbackish, you know. But like anywhere like the 2017, 2018, 2019, like those. Oh, nice.
So you won't get no Lamborghini.
I got the Countach. What are you talking about?
I mean, like a Huracan or something like.
I don't know. Like Udicons, like they're alright. I just feel like they're like the most common ones now.
Yeah,
I think there's a person who lives here that has one.
I want to say they do. Yes. Seen those Tesla trucks too. Been driving out. We have one out there where we work too.
Yeah, I saw that. The guy's in the plant.
Yeah.
He probably got like the extra protection on there.
Probably does.
Probably like blast resistant.
So what are your plans for the rest of the year? Go set.
My plans for the rest of the year. I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of taking it day by day.
You're trying to get to the wedding. That's next week.
Next week, yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, next week. Are you sure your wife's gonna let you do all this? No, I'm just joking. They said your life changes, but I don't know. Like when you live with somebody for so long, you're practically married, so I don't see what's changing. You know what I mean?
really.
That's what they're like. Once you get married, life's gonna change.
I mean, the only thing that's going to change with us is the fact that we're married and like the legal changes, of course.
yeah,
I mean, we've been living with each other since we met, so.
yeah,
I mean, not since we met, but you know.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thing with that, I try to stay away from the people who was like, oh man, don't get married. That's like the worst mistake I ever made
Yeah.
in my life.
It could be for some people.
For some people, but
Yes.
I try to stay away from that because I feel like the energy, I know the
Yes.
energy between me and my fiance.
Yeah.
So I don't know the energy between someone else and how their relationship is,
Yes.
but I just try to, I try to keep that kind of energy.
And like nowadays, like people like relationships, like don't go to that extent like how you used to marry. You know, they just bounce. But me, like I do want to get married. You know what I mean? I do want to have a wedding. I do want to, experience that. But some people don't. It's crazy because a lot of people are like, man, I don't want to get married. Worst mistake. But I guess it just depends on your partner too. But like I said, I do eventually. I do want to get married, have a wedding. hopefully find a best man. You know,
Gonna be the best man or what?
man, I don't know. Nah.
I'm messing with you.
Who I thought about would be, believe it or not, my brother-in-law would probably be one of my best mans.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's been there since I was in Pampers. He's been with my sister now for 25 years. It's been 20 plus years. And I'm 27. So he's been there since I was like maybe 1 or 2, and he would tell me stories that I was like, what? Like he'll tell me stories like that I used to love Stuart Little, and I used to sit there and watch it replay all day. He said that he tells me stories that like it just blows my mind sometimes. But yeah, he's been there from the start, so he's probably be one of my best friends. I mean, he'd probably be the one I choose over my best friend.
That's what's up. Have you thought about popping the question yet?
I thought about it, yes. I have actually gave my girlfriend a promise ring. I want to do it the right steps. You know what I mean? I believe in that. Like, to do the promise ring, then engagement, then wedding, and then, of course, asking the mom, asking the dad.
I mean, that's how I did it. I just did, out of respect. That's just the type of person
Yes,
I
I
am.
think that's what
I don't know how many people know this. I have a very old soul, so I believe in a lot of like old things, doing things like the proper way. I feel like it's more respectful.
Yeah. And if she says no, I don't know if I'm at the uppercut her. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Bro.
No, I don't know. It's just, I don't know where I would do it. Like, I have so many things. Where I would do it, how I would do it, what kind of ring, like, just all kinds of stuff. I don't know. But I did get her a promise ring, though, from Pandora. It's a really nice ring, you know what I mean? So I guess that's a start. But I've been thinking about it. Like you said, it's been in my thought process.
They have some nice promise rings at Pandora. That's actually where I got my fiance's promise ring from.
Really?
All that, yeah.
Pandora. I was thinking about Zales. The Zales looks more of an engagement.
Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
more of an engagement route. Like, right. And then James Avery didn't really have too much. They just had like, let me say, like the initials and stuff like that.
Like more personalized.
Yeah, personalized. That's what. But now, Pandora, I was like, wow. When I saw the ring, like I knew that was cool. And hopefully, I get that same feeling like when I go actually shopping for that ring.
Bruh. So, this was like my second time getting engaged. And I can tell you, it's way easier just to lay out some options and let them pick.
Really? That's a good. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, I had like, with both times, my anxiety was so bad. I was just like, babe, how about this? How about you pick which one, and then we'll just go with it.
So, how did you pop the question without? Did she know?
Well, she knew it was coming. She didn't know when.
Oh, okay.
So from the time that I had got the
the ring.
ring, it was a good time away from when the proposal actually happened. So I had time to actually figure out what else.
Yeah. You did have a nice proposal. I remember seeing that. It was beautiful. You be thinking outside the box.
I tried. Well, that was like some help with family and friends
Yeah.
too. Shout out to them.
Yeah, for real. Without them, like it's rough.
I'm gonna be a husband next week. That's crazy.
That was crazy. I can't. And I was telling my girlfriend. Remember that conversation we had at the track? I was like, he's actually having like a wedding. Like I was like, I said, man, I said that's crazy. I said because like, nothing against you or whatever, but like some people, I see just kind of go to the courthouse and do it, and you actually did it like all the way. Like you're having a limo, you're having the reception, you're having like the actual person coming to marry you, and like you're actually having a full wedding. And I was like, man, that's when I was telling my girl, I said, he's having like a wedding. Like I was
like I'm the type of person whenever I set out to try to do something, I try to like really stick with it. And I knew I like really wanted to go through with having a wedding. Like one of my goals in life was to, for one, find like the right person to be with the rest of my life. and make sure like I really do love that person, and like my fiance has been through like with me through thick and thin.
Don't
and
cheer up now. Don't
I'm
cheer up.
But I don't know. I honestly don't know where I would be if it wasn't for her. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful, you know, that I found her in my life, and I'll save the rest for the vows.
Yeah.
You'll be there. But man, when you find the right person,
It's a breeze.
yeah, love is a beautiful thing. When you find the right
It
person,
is.
when you find the wrong person, it's a headache and a pain. in the
Yeah,
ass.
it is. I've been through some relationships, and like you said, like that person can, I guess that person can either make or break you. You know what I mean? Like my girlfriend now, like she's helped me in the sense of like I've never felt before, because like, you know, when I first opened, it was hard, and like nobody, how do you say it, believed in you. Even family and friends, they're like, man, don't do that. This is gonna happen. This, that, quote, you know, this, that. And then when you find that right person, they even want to help you see your dreams. And it's like, wow, like, you know, when you talk to somebody, they'll sit there and just be like, yeah, okay. And then like, it's another thing when they sit there and like interact with you and say, oh, maybe we should try this and do this. And but yeah, she's helped me so much, and like that's why I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, man.
Of course, other reasons too. You know, she's a great mother to my daughter. You know.
Like my fiance has like really like helped sculpt me into like the person that I'm
Yes.
becoming, the person that I'm becoming. I know for some people it's kind of hard to say because a lot of people are prideful, but I'm not too prideful to say like there's a lot of things I probably wouldn't be able to see or accomplish had I not been with her. The things like she's done for me mentally, you know, and just being there and showing like unconditional love. You know, you can't find that. You can't
Yeah.
buy that. You know.
Yeah, there's like I said, money. There's things money cannot buy, but there is things that money can buy, like hairline.
Don't do Jose like that.
I know. But yeah.
Man, so by the time we do the next podcast, I'm gonna be married, bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the wedding.
That's good. And then hopefully we'll have updates.
Oh yeah,
So,
sure.
Tell people how our night went. How either you ended up in the floor or you.
Okay, I ain't doing that.
Or you were dancing. You know, we'll
Gosh,
see.
man. I've never ended up on the floor. I've thrown up before. I've never ended up on the floor. I'm never doing that.
I've ended up throwing up pretty bad.
Bro, to this day, if I mention anything about Hennessy, my fiance looks at me like, you better not.
Are you drinking Hennessy there or not? No, I'm staying away.
Yeah, I'm staying away from you.
As far as people, how many people you kind of?
We were supposed to start off with like 200. You know where we're at, bro? Like 240. So we have a lot more people than we expected.
Yeah, I'll make sure to find you. You know, tell you hello.
Oh, for sure. I'll be that guy, that good-looking guy in the suit walking out.
Oh yeah. I'll be like, I've seen that guy before. I don't know where from, but I've seen him. But all right, Wilbert, appreciate you having me on the podcast once again. And,
No problem, always, bro.
you know, we're gonna have a fun time next week.
Yeah. And also, before I go, like, I just want to give a shout out. You ever been to the 9 to 10 condition sticker store?
Yes, I have. I actually got a sweater for
They're in the mall now.
Yeah.
The guy who owns it, he was telling me his story. Dude ended up opening up a shop. He kind of followed in his father's footsteps.
Yes.
From Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes.
Opened up a shop here. He was telling me how he was nervous about opening up a shop here. And his story was so inspiring to me because
Yes.
I can kind of resonate with feeling like you have like a bigger purpose. They wouldn't allow him to be a manager at another sneaker store, and so we went and then opened up another down here. And to me, like that's like crazy, you know. That's inspiring to me. I just felt like I need to like point that out. I went there, did like a little photo session. I promised him I was gonna shout him out, but dude deserves a shout out for that. I don't know if anybody ever has, but you he deserves a shout out for that. So
Yeah.
shout out to the guys at 9-10 conditioning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And went to do another podcast. Thank you for stopping by.
No problem.
All right. See you later, Wilbert. All right.